Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to Gashi Skyman TV, the tallest man in Black Africa. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, Fred Okengo Matiang'i, and William Samoei Ruto will all be on the ballot. That one does not require any brainer. The opposition is going to go to the 2027 general election, led by Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka and Fred Okengo Matiang'i. And this is what it means. That among the three candidates, none of them will be able to garner the 50+1 vote. And that one is a requirement by the Kenyan Constitution. Again, our Constitution requires that for presidential candidate to be declared the winner, he must get half of the counties. He must get 25% of the vote cast in half of the 47 counties. This means each candidate or the candidate to be declared the president must have gotten at least 24 counties. This means the country is headed for a runoff. And even Moses Kuria, I think, raised this issue yesterday, that there will be no clear winner in the first round. That will be very, very interesting, ladies and gentlemen. In this case, Matiang'i and Kalonzo are likely to go for a runoff. William Samoei Ruto will be kicked out in the first round. In the first round, Matiang'i is likely to have more votes than Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. That is the truth of the matter. If you look at the popularity rating of Fred Okengo Matiang'i, it is higher among the three front runners. This means that the president, that is William Samoei Ruto, will remain in office for the next 30 days. And then the country will go to the elections. You go to elections before the expiry of 30 days. Now, here comes the game now. Kalonzo will win in the second round. Matiang'i will lose in the second round. I know many people will be uncomfortable with this truth. But the truth of the matter is that President William Samoei Ruto and Raila Odinga are likely to throw their weight, their support behind Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. They are likely to throw their weight behind Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka because of a number of reasons. Number one, Ruto and Kalonzo are Moi's orphans. They have worked together and they know each other very well. They trust each other. In fact, Waswahili hujuana kwa vileba. Hawa ni Waswahili ambao wanajuana kwa vileba. When Daniel Toroitich told Kenyans that Kanu is likely to rule for 100 years, this is what he meant. And again, because William Samoei Ruto cannot trust Fred Okengo Matiang'i, many leaders in UDA and even in ODM are very uncomfortable with Fred Okengo Matiang'i. And they are likely to rally Kenyans behind Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. And you see, when you go for the second round, the person who garners the majority of the votes is automatically declared the winner. And that is how William Samoei Ruto and Raila Odinga will make Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka the 6th president of the Republic of Kenya. It is also worth noting that, 30 days, and the president who has been in office, people know that this person has been kicked out. There will be anxiety, total anxiety. There will be darkness in this country. There will be tension. And remember, during this time, the president who is in office cannot make weighty decisions, cannot fire the cabinet, cannot appoint diplomatic people. There are so many things he cannot do because he's just there as acting president. That's the period of transition. And this is when our instruments Our democracy will be tested. Our security apparatus will be tested. The military will be tested. The police will be tested. The judiciary will be tested, because I am sure some will rush to court. And the leading contenders, they need to be secured, because anything can happen at this time. The two leading contenders, they need to be secured. And that is why I think Parliament need to come up with a law that presidential contenders, the presidential candidate, once somebody is declared a presidential contender, must be given the state-of-the-art security. Because if anything happens to, say, Matiang'i or Kalonzo during the transition, this country will burn. That is the truth of the matter. If anything happens during this time of transition, this country will never be the same again. So I'm calling the parliamentarians. I know they are supposed to be secured, but the kind of security they are given, oh my goodness. And heavy too. And you see, we cannot joke with our country. In fact, when Moses Kuria told us that we may not have an election, I think that is what he meant. And many people do not understand what Moses said. Moses, sometimes he seems like he's joking, but inside the jokes are very serious stuff. So here, the international community will come in handy because of the anxiety, because of the strategic importance of Kenya. The Western nations will come here. They will try to see that there is smooth transition. Remember the way they were very anxious in 2022 when they wanted William Samoei Ruto to be declared the president and Raila Amolo Odinga to be kicked out of the race completely. And the way they would they would give travel advisories, especially in Luo Nyanza. So these guys are going to come and ensure that this smooth transition. Again, a lot of money will be poured. It will be told. When we say that the next general election will be damn costly, that is what is going to be. So when shit hit the roof, people like Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, their role now as retired head of state will also come in handy. I know Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta will be supporting Fred Okengo Matiang'i, but at a time like this, I think Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta need to retreat because of the tension that will be in this country. Because if they continue, and also William Samoei Ruto, I think it's advisable for him at that time to take a neutral start. But these are politicians, and they have interests. Because they have vested interest, they have a lot of wealth that they want this the incoming regime to protect. And they can only trust. By the way, even Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta has no problem with Kalonzo Musyoka. That's the truth of the matter. These are friends. Have you ever had Kalonzo going gaga with Kalonzo Musyoka? Or have you ever had Kalonzo attacking Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta like Gachagua did or William Samoei Ruto did? Gachagua has a lot of difference with Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, and you only need to look at Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta when he's talking, especially when he was actually leading the Jubilee National Delegates Congress, and you would see that this is somebody who has not forgiven Rigathi Gachagua. So what we are saying is that Kalonzo has all the stars lining towards his side. Kalonzo is likely to be the next president. And I think he's a compromise candidate, if you ask me. Matiang'i need to work extra hard so that he can win in the first round. If he does not win in the first round, end of discussion, Kalonzo will occupy the house on the hill. I don't know what you think. I know many people are going to say a lot in this video, but that is the truth of the matter. Here we don't sugarcoat anything. We say things as they are. I don't know what is your opinion is, but guys, please like the video, comment, and have a blessed Monday. Bye-bye.